Good evening and welcome to Football Friday Night. Alongside John Rawlings, I'm Jason Geyser, and we begin this evening with a showdown between a defending WBL champion and one of this year's top teams gunning for that title.
Yeah, undefeated Elida brings in a big-time offense into Wapakoneta, where the three-time defending league champs have bounced back from an 0-2 start with back-to-back wins. Wapakoneta is currently riding a 4-game winning streak against Elida. The Bulldogs looking for their first win at Harmon Field. 9. First quarter, Isaac McAdams sees Cole Harmon on the slant route. The 3-yard touchdown gives Elida a 7-0 lead. Wapak answers right back. Brady Erb giving to Rob Gerstner. He punches it in. It's all tied up at Harmon Field at 7 apiece. Into the second quarter, McAdams in the pocket, starting to feel some pressure is from Colin Gouillet. The sack forces a 4th down, and Wapak makes him pay on the following possession. Erb running some play action, then hitting Isaac Meeks, the big tight end, finding the end zone. Wapak gives Elida their first loss of the season, defeating Elida 36-33. Last year, Shawnee and Van Wert combined for a 1-19 record. This fall, both are hoping to continue a resurgence. Star of the third quarter, Nate Place handing off to James Aquaviva, getting the work done for the 3-yard score, but Van Wert trails 28-14. Shawnee's first possession of the second half, Johnny Caprella scrambling in the backfield, buying himself some time before he launches one in the air, but the bomb ends up in Jacoby Kelly's hands. He's a wide receiver on offense, so that catch was nothing for him, but the Cougars are unable to take advantage on the turnover. Shawnee's next possession, Caprella faking the handoff. It gets the cameraman, so you know it's a good fake. Johnny on the spot, picking up some valuable yards on the 3rd and long and taking the longer route while doing it. Sideline to sideline until he's finally brought down, showing off his legs, and now it's time to show off his arm. 2 plays later, Caprella airing one out to Grant Wheeler. Shawnee wins 35-27. After dropping their first 2 contests, Findlay has bounced back, winning their next 2. The Trojans looking to move above the 500 mark with a homecoming win against St. Francis. Findlay driving, Owen Morse takes the handoff and gets to the outside for a first down. Later on, same drive, facing a 4th and 1. Tanner Rickle plows into the end zone. Findlay up 28-14, and the Trojans aren't done scoring. Rickle gets it to Adam Gilbert, and see you later. Gilbert goes in untouched for 6. Findlay wins 42-24. Minster has not lost at home since September 30th of last year. Fort Recovery trying to defeat the Wildcats at Memorial Field for the first time since 2009. Tie game at 7 in the 3rd. Clay Schmitz going to the end zone, and Cade Wendell comes down with it between 2 defenders. Fort Recovery takes the 14-7 lead. Minster firing back, though. Jared Heelsman lofts that ball up for Alex Limcool, who hauls it in for the 17-yard touchdown. We're tied again at 14 apiece. However, Fort Recovery edges out in overtime victory 28-27. Parkway's lone win in the 2016 season came against New Bremen a year ago. The Cardinals looking for their first conference win since 2012. Fourth quarter, Parkway trailing by 2 touchdowns. Andrew Baker escaping the pocket, goes to the air, but it's picked off by Levi Clem. Clem looking to make something of the turnover, cuts across the field, but the ball gets stripped from him and ends up in the arms of Jeremy Felds. A wild sequence there, but New Bremen does come out with the win 34-20. We have one more score to report from the MAC. Marion Local on top of her sales 28-18.
You're watching Football Friday Night. Jason, John, back to you.
Thanks, ladies. Pandora Gilboa and Lipsick are the final 2 undefeated teams from the BVC. The 3rd-ranked Vikings hosting number 12 PG in tonight's contest. Lipsick has gotten the best of Pandora Gilboa in the past decade. The Vikings riding an 8-game winning streak against the Rockets. First quarter, Jared Brees with some time in the pocket, throwing to Carter Knopfziger. He breaks the play, and it's 6-0 Pandora Gilboa. Rockets not done yet. Brees finding Travis Mag in the flat. He shakes the defender, and he is off to the races. No one is going to catch that man well except for the ref, hanging stride for stride, which is impressive. He's tripped up but still finds the end zone. Rockets go ahead 12-0. Lipsick does get on the board. Second quarter, Dylan Schrader to Tyler Heagle in the back of the end zone, getting both feet down, but PG wins 39-20. After starting the season 0-3, Arlington bounced back in Week 4. Tonight they face Macomb, who has started 3-1. Third quarter, Arlington trying to make up a 28-point deficit. Devin Plunkett goes into the hole, makes his way out, then heads to the sideline, but that's all the Red Devils can muster. Into the 4th, Cameron Morris calling his own number up the middle and making moves until he's down at the 3. And on the very next play, Macomb puts 6 more on the board. Keegan Lowe trots on in for the touchdown. Arlington wins 41-7. Ridgemont is hoping starting the turn of the season will bring them some luck against USV. The Gophers looking for their first win this year. USV driving, Colton Keith with a big run. Ankle tackles not bringing him down, and then he uses the stiff arm to gain some extra yards on the run until he is finally brought down. And then to finish it off, Dakota Dunafon using all 245 pounds to work his way in. USV wins 63-8. More NWC scores. Lehman defeats Elgin 55-8. And Riverside defends home territory, defeating Hardin Northern 54-14.
That's how we wrap up Week 5 here on Football Friday Night. Thank you for tuning in. And thanks to everyone here who helps us put the show on the air every week.
There's more high school football tomorrow with LCC hosting Toledo Rogers. All 3 local college teams are also at home, as is Ohio State. Join Jack McGuire for all that and more tomorrow. Have a great night.